What if I told you that the place that you called home might be the biggest thing that's holding you back? Hey guys, welcome to my first video. If you're feeling stuck, uninspired, or like life is just on repeat, then this video is for you. Because I've been there. I used to go to the same coffee shop, drive the same roads, and see the same faces day after day. And it felt safe. It felt comfortable. But what if comfort is actually your biggest enemy? In this video, I'll break down why leaving your hometown could be the most powerful decision that you ever make. We'll cover why comfort zones are dangerous, how new environments can trigger massive growth, and what actually happens when you make that leap. By the end, you'll know whether it's time for a change and how to make it happen. Let's talk about comfort zones and why they're so dangerous. When you stay in the same place for too long, your brain goes on autopilot. Psychologists call this environmental conditioning. You repeat the same routines, you have the same conversations, and over time, you stop wondering if this is the life that you actually want. In your hometown, you have established identities. Everyone sees you as who you've always been. You have limited perspectives. Most people around you think the same way. Comfort-based decision-making. You pick what's easy, not what challenges you. Environmental triggers. You're surrounded by reminders of your past. Growing up, I was the smart kid. Straight A's and always had the right answers. But that label made me terrified of failure. If I wasn't 100% sure of something, I wouldn't try or I wouldn't raise my hand anymore because I didn't want to disappoint people. And guess what? That fear followed me into adulthood. I was scared to take risks, scared to fail, scared to ask for help, scared to break out of the mold that everyone had put me in. Now, here's what happens when you leave. 1. Pattern disruption. Your brain has to wake up. Suddenly, you're figuring out new streets, new grocery stores, new ways of life. You stop running on autopilot, and you start paying attention again. Identity flexibility. No one knows who you used to be. That means that you can become whoever you want. More outgoing, more ambitious, more disciplined, without the baggage of past expectations. Since I left my hometown, I've completely reinvented my routines, and it was so much easier than I thought. Because in a new place, change isn't weird, it's expected. 3. Perspective expansion. You meet people who see the world completely differently. Some of my biggest mindset shifts came from conversations from people who I never would have met if I stayed home. For example, I used to think that the world was a dangerous place, but after meeting people who've traveled everywhere, all over to many countries, I realized that most of the fears we grow up with aren't real. Let's talk about the real tangible benefits of leaving. Career acceleration. Some of the best job opportunities are in specific cities, but beyond that, the ability to adapt to new environments makes you more valuable in any workplace. Stronger relationships. You don't just stay friends with people out of habit. Instead, you build connections with people who align with your values and ambitions. Back home, most of my friends approached me first. I never had to actively build friendships. But after moving, I had to step up, introducing myself, making plans, and actually putting efforts into relationships. And that changed everything. My social circle rapidly expanded once I took control of it. Unshakable confidence. Every challenge, from figuring out transportation to navigating new cultures, meeting new people, that builds resilience. You realize that you can handle way more than you thought. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but what about my family, my childhood friends? Leaving doesn't mean abandoning. I still talk to my close friends and family all the time. And when I visit, our relationships are even stronger because I have new experiences to share. What about money? Moving is expensive. Think about it as an investment, not a cost. The return in personal growth, career opportunities, and life experience, it far outweighs the initial expense. And think of the cost of never leaving, of never putting yourself out there, never challenging yourself, and never pushing your comfort zones. That to me is far more expensive in the long run. If a permanent move feels overwhelming, then you can try a temporary relocation for work or school, like a study abroad, for example, or a 3 to 6 month extended trip. That might sound pretty foreign to a lot of Americans, But in my travels, I've met many people that are traveling for an extended period of time, backpacking, for example, all over Southeast Asia. And they make it work, they make it happen. So, should everyone leave their hometown? Not necessarily. But if you've ever felt stuck, uninspired, or wondered if there's more to life than just this, than just what you know, a change of environment might be exactly what you need. The biggest risk isn't leaving and failing. It's never leaving and wondering what could have been. Your hometown will always be a part of your life, but it doesn't have to be your entire story. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever left your hometown, and how did it change you? And if you're thinking about leaving, what's holding you back? If this video resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on personal growth and living intentionally. Thanks.